there below is... Before
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Green. Simmons is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And there's Anthony Tolliver. And it's Embiid in at the 5 spot. And looking at the Nets, we've got Harden. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Tolliver, no luck.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah. And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Now, here's Brown. Back to Jordan. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Harden. Off the left rim and out.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Harden up top. Guarded by Simmons. Harden the pass to Harris. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Now here's Embiid. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And the touch Embiid has on his jumper, I mean, looking so soft and accurate coming out of his hands.
Harden the pass to Brown. Outside for KD. To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Brown outside. Not going to go that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Passes it to Thybulle. Dishes it to Tolliver. Now the pass to Embiid over Jordan. And he can't bank that one in. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his team.
Now here's Simmons. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now here's Durant. Elbow shot is on the way. Simmons pulls it in. Pass to Milton. It's Korkmaz in the corner. Simmons looking around. Here's Howard. Wow, hammering it in.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Harden against Hill. It's Harden with the drive. Griffin. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And now Philadelphia on the break. And Simmons kicks to Milton. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. And Simmons is right there.
You can't let Simmons roam free on the offensive board. He's adept at burning the defense with his athleticism.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Hilton the pass to Korkmaz. Now here's Milton, guarded by Harden. Simmons against Green. The kick out to Hill. The tray. James Harden with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The feed now to Green. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Shot from 12. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks...
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been...
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Seth Curry is out there with Maxey. Then there's Howard. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Korkmaz in the small forward position. And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Green. Then for the 76ers, Tolliver comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Green in for Korkmaz. Curry against Harden. Pass to Jordan. On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Green. Curry passes to Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. Tolliver dishes to Green. Curry deciding where to go with it. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for James Harden. Irving passes to Griffin. Keeps it alive. And Green is right there. Green's got his first points of the game.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
Now, here's Maxey, covered by Irving. Maxey passes to Green. The dish now to Embiid. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 4.
He's near automatic from this range. Embiid, he's just an overpowering presence. He can shoulder an offense.
Outside Irving, passes it to Green. The kick out to Irving. And there's the pass to Claxton. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries the long range jumper. Green's got 5 points so far.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Maxey passes to Green. Over to the wing. Embiid inside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Ben Simmons comes in for Maxey. Outside, KD. And then Durant with the jam.
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do as a defender when Durant drives. I'm just glad I never had to deal with it.
The 76ers lead.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And it's blocked. 1:32 left to play in the first half. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can't yet because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digits assists the year they played him at point guard, and he makes you pay for sending help.
Here's Embiid, just 3 to shoot over Jordan. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. .102 left in the first half of the game. Jordan kicks to Durant. Jordan trying to free himself up, and it falls over the rim and in. Durant's got 6.
And you like the way Durant sizes up what is available on the pick and roll. Saw that he had the space, and he finished it off.
Simmons with it. Pass to Thibault. Here is Tolliver. Thibault kicks to Tolliver. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Tolliver's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Back to Harden. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Green, the pass to Tolliver. 1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. And with all the stars on the and that'll about do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
We've got Brown. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Simmons. He dishes it to Tolliver. Back to Simmons. Here is Tolliver, guarded by Harden. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Brown outside. Harden the pass to Jordan. Embiid with the steal. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. Jumps up. And the dunk by Embiid.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Back to Harden. Down low. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 5 points, and the basket from Jordan. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And the call will go against Anthony Tolliver. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Pass to Harden. Here's Claxton. Clock is at 3. Here's Irving, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Durant, and Luwawu subbed in for James Harden. The 76ers leading by 5. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. It's Curry outside, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the refs for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
The kick out to Irving. Inside. Griffin passes to Green. Back to Griffin. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Curry finds Milton. Back to Curry. Milton the pass to Howard. Great D that time from Griffin.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Count it.
One of the best point guards in the league. They're getting inside and finish Kyrie Irving.
The 76ers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, Griffin in position, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the chemistry Griffin has with his teammates, he's so good at realizing when to jump for the alley-oop.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Proving he can be crafty. Howard takes pride in fooling defenders and getting them to jump.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Harris. Maxey comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Hill in for Seth Curry. Passes to Griffin. Here's Claxton, defended by Thybulle. Claxton no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The 76ers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Jeff Green. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harris passes to Irving. Out to Harris. Irving looking over the floor. He feeds it to Jordan. That one off the back iron and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It's hauled in by Claxton. Misses there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Anthony Tolliver out there with Green. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Simmons in at the 1.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Harden dishes to Durant. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Thibault, the pass to Tolliver. Shooting, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now Green. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
This is as high percentage of a shot as you can get for Embiid. He's a powerhouse of a player. He loves to dunk.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 6-point game. The kick out to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Durant down low. Tolliver on him. Durant. Harden outside. Back to Durant. Got a piece of it. And Brooklyn turns it over again. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. Mike Scott comes in for Danny Green. Simmons against KD. Some solid defense there from KD. Nets trail by 6. Here's Harden. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And they go to the intentional foul. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Simmons kicks to Scott. Back to Simmons. To the inside. Here's Embiid, and Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
Simmons passes to Harris. 1:52 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Brooklyn trailing and stolen by Scott. Harris finds Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Outside, Simmons. Back to Scott. 4 on the clock. Crafty move. Here's Embiid. Goes back up over Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And we know Embiid can shoot the ball, which is why he fools defenders with the pump fake.
Harris checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Irving. And then for Philadelphia, Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Harris. And it's Green in for Scott. And here's Harden. The kick out to Brown. And here's Harris from the arc. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a post.
And the jam by Harden.
when the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
Here's Simmons, and he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And then Durant with the dunk. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The drive by Simmons. That one falls. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Such an impressive athlete. The way Simmons moves on the drive is so natural and under control.
Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Embiid, no good. Simmons inside. The 11-footer off target. So the 76ers win it. A narrow win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. There below is Barclays Center. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Now here's Brown. Pass to Harden. 2 terrific.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Harden against Holiday. Lopez outside. The pass to Middleton. His 3-pointers off the mark. In transition, here come the Nets. Durant's got the ball. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Holiday with it. Picked up by Brown. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the 3. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Durant kicks to Harris. Stolen by Middleton. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
I wonder if Antetokounmpo is Greek for lightning, because that's what he did there on the penetration.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
And both free throws good for Giannis. And the Nets with possession. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside Jordan. Up top, Durant. Antetokounmpo defending. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And Brooklyn has possession, following the bucket by the Bucks. On the wing, Harden, defended by DiVincenzo.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to KD. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Here's DiVincenzo. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. Guarded by KD, and the shot goes in. Giannis has got 6.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Now here's Brown. And Harden with the stop.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. To the paint, here's Lopez, and he drops it in from the low post.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Harden the pass to Brown. 1:15 left to play here in the first. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The three-pointer no good. Milwaukee leading by 6. And Holiday, here we go. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And the 3 off target. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Brown the pass to Jordan. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, DeAndre Jordan wants his jump shot to be taken seriously. The more you make, the more it will be.
Pass to Giannis. Now here's DiVincenzo. And here's Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Harden the pass to Jordan. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Jordan. Out to Harris. It's all about Antetokounmpo. And here they go. Back to Holiday. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Harden outside. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles, have got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Bucks, Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. That's good from Tucker. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Here's Portis after Jeff Green's bucket. The fader, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Irving. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low. Here's Portis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we see him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Teague finds Tucker. Back to Teague. And the pass to Portis. The kick out to Teague. Pulls up, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Brown is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Teague. Irving with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Brown. To the inside. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. And it's sent back by Irving. Green against Middleton. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Milwaukee also making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Giannis kicks to Forbes. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Here's Durant. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. 1:07 left here in the second. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
Al Harden, 6 points for him. Dishes it to KD. Over onto Kumbo. KD passes to Jordan. Lock at 6. Harden left side. Jordan. And no good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Harden surveying the D. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Harden hits them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And here's Holiday. He feeds it to Giannis. Lopez inside, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. If you look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's DiVincenzo. After the basket by Brooklyn, he kicks to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Harris.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Green in for Durant. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And they double up Giannis. For 3, Middleton. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Outside for Griffin. Harden outside. 6 to shoot. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this is why Blake Griffin appears on your highlight reel on a nightly basis. Loves rising up for the alley-oop.
Passes it to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
It's the Nets now after the basket by Milwaukee. And Griffin slams it in.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Joe Harris. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Brown. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Back to DiVincenzo. A shot off that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Back to Griffin. For the lead, pass to Luwawu. Outside Irving. From 13, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's the pass to DiVincenzo. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third. Pass to Luau. Irving looking for an opening. Shoots over Tucker. Irving can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Connaughton kicks to Portis. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Green. Here's Luau, defended by Portis. Up top, Griffin. The dish to Irving. Griffin passes to Irving. Over Holiday. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. Inside, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Outside Holiday. Can't get it to fall.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Nets up by 2. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter, they've got Portis. E.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. Now here's Durant, and finished off by KD.
I like to see KD when he just elongates like that, gets all the way up to the rim for an easy throwdown.
Here's Teague. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Bucks. Harden kicks to Jordan. A putback. That shot off the mark. The Bucks go the other way with it. It's Portis atop the key. Over to the left wing. Tucker. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luau Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. Now here's Harden. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 2.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Now here's Durant. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Durant. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here is Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Holiday goes in. And Holiday throws it down.
And really, that is a tremendous shot by Holiday there. His team really has momentum now.
Here's KD, and right through it goes. KD's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
2 minutes. Pass to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Open with it. 1:41 left in the fourth. Feeds it to Griffin. Here's Luwawu, defended by Middleton. Luwawu's shot is off. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Yeah, I'm looking over at the coaching staff. Smiles on their face. That's what they want. Holiday very skilled at getting to that spot and hitting a J.
Durant dishes to Harden. Back to KD. And he banks in the layup. KD's got 6 in the quarter.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot, and Irving subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Durant. Good D by Lopez.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better. Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Brown the pass to Harris. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by the Bucks. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Stolen by Middleton. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. Off on that one.
Chris Middleton can guard multiple positions.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
Extra defender. Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. They got Tony Snell. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Brown in at the 2. Left side, KD. Shot clock at 5. Over Collins. KD with the bucket.
Well, against aggressive defense, but Kevin Durant so good at keeping his balance even amidst getting knocked around.
Young outside. Makes it off the glass.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. It's good from long range.
An improving three-point shooter. Collins understands the role of today's big man.
Durant kicks to Harden. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The feed to Harris. Bogdanovich against Harden. Now here's Bogdanovich. He's tightly guarded. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
For Atlanta, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Harden against Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And the pass to Durant. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
How about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
Now, here is Young. And it's blocked by Jordan. KD finds Harden. Knocked loose. Young with the steal. The Hawks, another fast break opportunity here. Back to Snell. And he goes in for the dunks.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Now here's Harden. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the jam by Harden.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Here's Young following the bucket by the Nets. Collins looking around. Bogdanovich against Brown. Count that one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris outside. Back to Jordan. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Young. Here's Capella. The kick out to Young. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Jordan. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And so the first quarter is in the books. Hawks ahead, up by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
They've got Griffin. Kyrie Irving is out there with Luwawu. And it's Green, and it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Outside Williams. And he converts the layup. Williams has got his second basket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Irving against Williams. Outside Griffin. Passes to Claxton. And they pick up 2. Claxton's got his first points in this one.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Pass to Herter. Here's Okongwu. Back to Herter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Nets trail by 6. Here's Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Green finds Irving. To the middle. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
And there's the pass to Herter. Gallinari outside. The dish to Dunn. And Gallinari kicks to Dunn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Here's KD. Doesn't go for him. And Atlanta will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Dunn dishes to Gallinari, and it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
The Nets working the ball around now. Harris passes to Jordan. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Atlanta leading by 4. Pass to Herter. Back to Dunn. He kicks it to Okongwu. Rebounded by the Nets. Harris outside. From past the arc. Gallinari with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Young is subbed in for Dunn. Harden kicks to Durant. 52 seconds left in the second quarter. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Bogdanovic. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Bogdanovic has got 8 points. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. 8-point game. That shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Durant with a wide open look. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. He has 6.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. Collins wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. Here's Luwawu, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everyone. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have got more All-Star votes. Jack. Thanks for joining.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court for Atlanta, Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Collins. And it's Snell in at the three, the small forward. Now Irving. Harris outside. Kicks to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Yep, it counts. Irving's got 5 now.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Irving against Young. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for him.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Green finds Irving. Here's Jordan. Capella covering. Back to Irving. They kick it out to Green. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Irving kicks to Green. He feeds it to Brown. 5 to shoot. Here's Irving, and Capella sends it back. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic Thanks. Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jordan. And it's Griffin in for Durant. They kick it out to Green. Nets passing it around. On its way from Irving for two. That one wide left.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Shots good from Young.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And here is Irving. He has 5. They need this one. And that's 2 points on the layup. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's the balance that Kyrie Irving maintains, even after getting hit on the drive. It's incredible.
Young with the ball. 13 points in the game. The jump hook. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brown outside. Irving double team. Overdone. Irving can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Irving against Dunn. 6 on the shot clock. Irving passes to Claxton. That shot missing. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight, and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He put together quite a... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Harden out there with Luwawu. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. It's Harden with the drive.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Atlanta leading by 13. Young looking around. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Luwawu, the pass to Harden. Here's Luwawu. Back to Harden. And stolen by Bogdanovich. To the inside. Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Nets trail by 17. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got his first 2 points.
Well, you put it away inside. Harris known for his distance shooting, but you love to see him willing to get inside and make easy ones.
Now, here is Young. Just 5 on the clock. Gallinari trying to get open. Young's shot is good. Young's got 17 now, just in the second half. Here is Harden. Here's Claxton. Kicks it out to Harden. Harris outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
In the corner, Herter with it. Here's Gallinari, and he lays it straight in.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Harden with the stop.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now Young. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Harden against Bogdanovich. Pass to Claxton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
No good on that one. So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Griffin. And it's Brown in for Luwawu. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Gallinari. Collins comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Tony Snell subbed in for Kevin Huerter. And here's Young from the arc. Brooklyn with the rebound. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Collins. And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Durant, and that one is good.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Hawks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Trae Young.
This guy has been shot making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Collins with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And Young kicks to Collins. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 14. Here's Snell. Shoots over KD. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Johnson, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Harris. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brown. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. And so it's Atlanta with it. Williams dishes to Snell. Misses the three. Shamet on the wing. And again, it's the Nets missing. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. And in the locker room, each guy has been going up.
Hey, Kevin, with the sixth.
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D8. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard position. And for the 76ers, Anthony Tolliver out there with Green. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game. You know, what touch from the Australian native, Ben Simmons. I mean, he's so good at staying under control even when facing physical contact.
Jordan with the bucket.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And Simmons kicks to Thybulle. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Simmons, and Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Harden finds Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Simmons. Here's Embiid. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
Boy, a large frame and nimble feet and great strength allow Embiid to be bully balling guys down low.
Here is Harden. Harris outside. Back to Harden. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Simmons. Passes to Thybulle. Embiid inside, guarded by Jordan. Embiid, no good. The Nets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Brown feeling it out a bit. Harden right side. There's the dish to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Puts up a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Simmons dishes to Green. Simmons. Oh, what a finish!
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hill's subbed in for Anthony Tolliver. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Durant. Shoots from 14. And the rebound goes to Howard.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
On the wing, Milton. Here's Korkmaz. And stolen by Jordan. One-on-one fast break. Fades and shoots. And he overshot that one, missing. The 76ers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And when you think of Howard, defense and rebounding immediately comes to mind. I mean, he knows his role and plays it pretty well.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Mike Scott's checked in for Simmons. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Seth Curry in for George Hill. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden.
How about Seth Curry going up top to throw it down? Go ahead, young fella.
Here's Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now, here's Milton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Howard at the elbow. And Howard with the stuff.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
Right side, Irving. Yes, that goes in.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 3. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Griffin. Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Green, and it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Griffin passes to Harris. Outside Irving. Outside Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Curry. Howard controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Pass to Claxton. Right side, Irving. The pass to Griffin. It's good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Maxey passes to Embiid. Harris with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. It's stolen. And now the 76ers on the break. Curry is leading the charge.
The precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Griffin. He feeds it to Green. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And the Nets lead by 3.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Howard finds Curry. Now Embiid. Lays it up off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And here's Maxey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Joel Embiid. Green comes in for Shake Milton. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Seth Curry. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 7.
Aggressive in deep. Once Harden gets to a spot he likes, he goes right to work.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better, and not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Harden's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 3. Thybulle, the pass to Tolliver. Back to Thybulle. Fires the 3. The 76ers with another miss. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In the corner, it's Tolliver. Passes it to Simmons. He dishes it to Embiid. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harden with it. He's got 7. Feeds it to Jordan. Simmons with the defensive effort.
When you combine Durant's speed and anticipation.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The period came to a close with them. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Joel Embiid out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Green. Then it's Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Left side, KD. Kicks it out to Harden. 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Durant tried to bank it in, but he misses. The 76ers trail by 5. Green passes to Tolliver. Pass to Thibault. Back to Tolliver. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And that one's good. Green.
Hey, he's amongst the best shooters in the game, and Green is not a creator. We know that. He's a finisher. He works extremely well off the pass.
Harden the pass to Durant. Nifty move. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. 76ers shooting 47%, pretty solid. And the layup falls. Embiid's got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector, discourages inside attempts at a high rate, clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Tolliver for 3. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Down kicks to KD. The feed to Jordan. And stolen by Simmons. Thibault with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Here's Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. And that's an intentional foul. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Hill comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Some changes for Brooklyn. Embiid inside. Back to Korkmaz. Embiid finds Hill for the tie. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Nets lead by 3.
Always a threat on the drive. Irving has an explosive first step.
Hill working it over. Down low. Here's Korkmaz.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Curry's checked in for George Hill. And it's Shake Milton in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Nets, Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And James Harden subbed in for Green. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Curry dishes to Howard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Howard's got 7 points in the game.
So hard to corral Howard. I mean, even when you try to rough him up and get physical with him, he still just is able to play through it.
Inside, Griffin's shot is good.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Hilton the pass to Curry. Howard at the elbow. That one misses. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Now the pass to Irving. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 5-point Nets lead.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Harden against Curry. Three-pointer. The rebound by KD. With 1 on the clock and no good on the last second attempt this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Brooklyn ahead, lead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clock at 6. Outside for Griffin. He can't get it to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Curry. Rebounded by the Nets. Now Irving. Pass to Luau. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Tolliver comes in for Curry. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. One-on-one fast break. Here's Simmons. Misses the baby hook.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Green kicks to Irving. Off target from three-point range. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Tolliver for 3. Here's Embiid. Up and in on the layup. Embiid's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. Brooklyn leading by 3. To the wing on the left. Griffin finds Irving. Here's Claxton. Outside for Griffin. Here's Green. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Simmons dishes to Embiid. He feeds it to Green. Passes it to Thibault. He kicks it to Tolliver. Takes it from 10, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Here is Harden. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Claxton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Out to the wing. Here's Embiid. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Pass to Claxton. Simmons pulls it in. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The 76ers making the switch here. Scott's checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Green in for Blake Griffin. And with it, now defended by Embiid. And then Durant with the dunk.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Up top, Simmons. Defended by Durant. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, when the game is tight and snug, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to do so.
Pass to KD. 6 to shoot. High post shot. It's in!
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the quarter. Simmons passes to Green. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
With the teardrop, it counts. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3. So it's Brooklyn now, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now, here is Harden. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Durant kicks to Harden. From deep. And Embiid pulls it down.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the Nets starting five. Harden out there with Brown. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's KD in at the 4. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Right side, Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And it's the Bucks ball.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Brown the pass to Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
And here's Holiday. The pass to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Jordan trying to free himself up. Jordan with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. That one goes in.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Holiday with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Lopez. And the layup's good off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's KD following the basket by Brook Lopez. With a step back. They get it back.
I mean, he might as well pour a foundation and put some framework around that because that's where DeAndre Jordan lives on the offensive glass.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton the pass to Lopez. From deep. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Here's Giannis. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. For 3, Middleton, and that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown finds Jordan. Outside for Durant. From downtown. Doesn't go that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Pass to Harris. Outside Jordan. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Durant with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And the shot goes down.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Lopez outside. For three, Middleton. Up again. It's hauled in by Brown.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines in. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton, and it's Teagan for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first trip to the line tonight, and he can't get the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Takes the three. That shot, no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Luwawu, the pass to Irving. Here's Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Left side, Irving. Claxton, the pass to Irving. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Bucks trail by 9. Now here's Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Can't connect from short range. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played, and good that time.
You got to stay in front of Kyrie Irving at all times. Yeah, I said it here from the sidelines. Try doing it out there on the floor.
Portis finds Antetokounmpo. Teague deciding where to go with it. Rebound, Brooklyn. 3-on-3. Passes it to Irving. Lets the three fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. Irving's got the lead up to 14 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And providing the support, boy, they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by Brooklyn.
So it's Brooklyn now after the basket by Milwaukee. And here's Irving. He's got 8. Left side, Griffin. Clock at 6. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Portis. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament, get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, in the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
That was like a morning paper for Jeff Teague. Makes a great read and swings the ball around for a clean look at the bucket.
Griffin dishes to Green. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Green's got 6. Bucks trail by 17. Teague drives in. Tucker. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside, Green. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Claxton. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And to Kumbo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Irving with the ball. He's got 8. Jeff Teague with the rebound. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
12 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Harden kicks to Durant. 3 seconds left, and he sinks the layup. 10 points for him.
What I like to see there, Durant no longer shies away from contact. He is the aggressor.
Tipped away, and so it's Brooklyn. Their lead. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So for Brooklyn now, Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 1 spot.
How about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with a steal?
Harden the pass to Brown. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And Giannis throws it down. And the Nets with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got 6.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Is shot by Middleton, wide open, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Bucks trail by 13. Lopez outside, and Holiday kicks to Lopez. Holiday gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Durant. Again, the Nets for two.
Well, that is automatic. Durant, one of the better mid-range shooters in the game.
The pass to Harris. Kicks it to Jordan. They get a hand on it. Lopez with the steal. Here's Middleton. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Bucks have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Durant. Now here's Harden. Sweet move. And the layup is good. He has 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Holiday on the wing, Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Harden the pass to Green. Back to Harden. He kicks it to Griffin. Just his first attempt. And it's off the back rim. No good. Bucks trail by 11. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Here's Holiday following the bucket by the Nets. Rejected by Harris. They retain possession. For 3, Middleton connects from three-point range. Middleton's got 8 here in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Harden left side. Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Now Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Irving passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Outside Portis to the paint, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Luwabu's shot is off.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Luwabu, the pass to Irving. And he could not get the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Bryn Forbes. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's Brown in for Luke. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
At the line for your Bucks, Jeff Teague. At the line for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed...
There's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
Bucks trail by 11. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Right side, Portis. And Jordan sends it back. And now Irving pushing it up, going back to stop him. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. And they get it. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Irving against Teague. The wide open look for Durant. And it's off from three-point range. And Teague's got the ball here for Milwaukee. Trailing by 13. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Brooklyn with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. And so they choose to intentionally foul. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. Brown outside. Back to Harden. Pass to Jordan. DiVincenzo against Harden. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And here's Johnson outside. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Nets lead by 14.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They came in here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for Atlanta, John Collins is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Collins, good. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now here's Durant following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Young outside. Now Irving. On the wing, Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Brown against Bogdanovich. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Young. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Now, here is Irving. Passes it to KD. Steps back and fires. And there it is for him. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Young looking around. Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. This is to Young. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. There's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
And it's sent back by KD. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Lou Williams is subbed in for Young. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Here's Okongwu from outside off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. A nice shot by Griffin.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Pass to Hunter. Gallinari with it. Kicks to Hunter. Back to Gallinari. Shoots. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Up top, Griffin. Off with the layup.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Here's Huerter. Hunter. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night. The first one falls.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
Chris Dunn's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Williams with the ball. Back to Dunn. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I really like how Dunn draws these fouls. He's actually excellent at getting defenders to foul him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Harden. With 2 seconds left, he lays it in. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, so crafty a player is James Harden. I mean, when he gets inside, he finds all kinds of ways and manner in which to score.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Williams. And it's done in at the one.
Oh my goodness! That was special.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Irving. Just 4 to shoot. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Love how confident Gallinari is. Knows he's out there to take these exact kinds of shots.
It's Jordan on the wing. Back to Harden. To the middle. Gallinari with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Over in the corner, Williams. Done outside. Out to Gallinari. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And the Nets making a change here as well. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Harden. Ball's knocked loose. Young with the steal. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Luwawu, the pass to Harden. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. And obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Young drives in. Good work defensively by Harden. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Nets also changing it up. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. Bruce Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Irving passes to Claxton. Left side, Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brown. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets. Young outside. There's 1:26 left in the first half. And the dunk by Capella.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Outside Irving. The pass to Claxton. And he jams it with authority.
What a fantastic finish there on the break.
A textbook kickback to set up the easy finish.
54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Young. Got it. Good job in the low post. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young passes to Herter. Down low, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Young with the steal. On up the court. Here's Herter. No good on the last second attempt there. And some good.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were never able to get the lead above. And that does it for our half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Brown in at the 2-guard position. Here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now Durant. Shot clock at 6. And he comes up with the deuce.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Young outside. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the shot goes in. Young's got 8 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Harris outside. The kick out to Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody. to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Capella. He kicks to Snell. A second chance effort. Here's Capella. The shot missing. Great D that time from Jordan. Brooklyn leading by 4. Durant dishes to Irving. Durant trying to break free. A nice shot by Irving.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Young drives in. Back to Capella. And stolen by Jordan. And it's John Collins with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 6. Capella inside, guarded by Jordan. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Harden kicks to Griffin. Inside, and it's Green with the jam.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Williams passes to Dunn. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Luwawu. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here is Harden. He's got 6. Overdone. Harden, no good. The Hawks trail by 6. Left side, Williams. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, I tell you what makes him such a great scorer. He's an excellent ball handler, too. Kind of lulls you to sleep like a little snake charmer, then strikes. Boom!
Dunn against Harden, and there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. Now, here is Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 4. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari, and it's Williams at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Herter's got his first basket.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Timeout called, the Nets. we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Griffin attacking outside Green. And there's the pass to Jordan. 4 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Harden. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Now, here's Hunter. Guarded by Green. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Harden against Young. Whistle blows. Bucket is... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Irving passes to Jordan. He dishes it to Harden. Fires at the elbow. Offensive rebound. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Got a piece of it and stolen by Harris. And Harden with the stuff.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
In the corner, Herter with it. That's tipped.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Tony Snell's checked in for Atlanta. Moving against Young. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
The Nets making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Irving misses. The Hawks trailing. Young drives in. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Capella. Collins in the post. KD's on him. Young outside. A floater. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Irving dishes to KD. Young with the steal. And they go to the intentional foul. James Harden, who's checked in for Brooklyn. Young with the ball. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Money!
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Back to Irving. Takes a three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Irving for three. Rebounded by Snell. Capella inside. He's against Jordan, and he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
The deep three from Irving. Connects from downtown.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
And so it's the Hawks. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For